cool. Hey, so, hi, baby.
Hey.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. We are at Cannabis Talk 101 at the Convention Center here in Las Vegas. We have a Bud Tenders Award show, something. Giving credit to Bud Tenders, I don't know. Anyway, we're about to start this. I was going to record. We already did half this. I was going to record it earlier, and I realized you guys won't hear it unless I put a headset on you. So that's why I didn't record, because then you can only hear half of it. Yes, it will be the best half, because you'll hear me talking. But you won't know what I'm talking about. All right, cool. First time going live on YouTube. Sweet. Sure, it's gonna break the internet. Actually, maybe you can hear them talking. Yeah, put some RVD CBD. Actually, show the product. Oops. Got the RVD CBD products out. Gummies and flour, tinctures. Somebody took the CBG dabs. Somebody.
Yep, we're ready.
Oh. We ready. But it seems like such a ridiculous sport, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
There's just such a thin line between. No, you didn't hit me here, you hit me here. There's rules, like you're not trying to knock them out. Let's go. Here we go on the one, y'all. Reference to DJ Quick.
4, 3. What time is it out here? God time!
I probably am God's gift. Very likely. A gift from God. Yeah. You know, the first time that I ever tried CBD, this was several years ago before everyone was hearing about it everywhere. It was still the thick black stuff, you know, they hadn't really refined it, but Charlotte's Web sent me some because I had broken my foot near my ankle. And they sent me the CBD, and I said, I never heard of it helping with like broken bones. Sure enough, I looked up, there's an article, they did an experiment with a bunch of mice where they broke a bunch of their little femurs, and then the control group, they compared them to the other afterwards, the ones with the CBD had stronger bones than they had originally, and it healed faster. So it's amazing. Right.
I might be correct. You're right. I didn't say welcome. I got it. So the thing is, I think this educational platform that's allowing people to kind of absorb so much information in such a fast amount of time is allowing us to really take yourselves kind of on board and actually show your stories because they're bringing products to the industry that's outrageously awesome. And we want to thank you guys because it's your experiences with the kids that really stick in
Right. Yep. Well, actually, I'm still doing it. I started in '89, started schooling, had my first matches in '90, had my last match a couple weeks ago in Canada, March, April. When was it, baby? April, I think it was April 10th or 11th. And anyway, yeah, I'll be wrestling in Japan in June. Back to Canada in July. I'm still doing it, on the WWE schedule, and they're really the only ones. And this was pre-pandemic. Now I don't know if there'll be anything like it used to be, but we were doing 300 days of travel a year, so that's about it. Yeah, that's about as much as you can do. Yeah. Do your laundry.
Right.
Seriously. Stock up on your vitamins and whatever, it was like 200 and about whatever you need.
That's why cannabis is so important.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of going into the first line of defense for injury is opioids. And it's like gas. It was like 3 years ago. So now they're starting to get the records right to slow down a little bit. There was an epidemic in the whole country with opioid addiction. And I think it was the leading cause of white males. Is the leading cause of death in white males, which is our brain. When you get off of cannabis, CBD oils, gummies, and you can introduce it in so many different products. In a new day and age, and our country's no longer ignorant to what we're accepting in our bodies.
Right, they're finally becoming a little more open-minded to what some of us have been saying all along. And I believe in usage. I think drugs are great. They extend the human life expectancy. People say that they say no to drugs, but then they pop a blue pill, at nighttime. So it's where they draw the lines. But definitely the problem is with abuse. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. So the problem obviously is with abuse. You cannot, you don't have to worry about abusing cannabis. There's no lethal overdose level. Never has been.
A while back, we had that young man his wife was
Don't swipe too many times. Don't swipe too many times.
This year back in a few years, that was you and I in 8570 in Los Angeles.
Right.
Show.
Look at us.
And you obviously look like a different kid. How I learned is that.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, you're right.
Isn't that funny to look back at? Just swipe, there's two of them.
There's another one.
Oh, okay.
Swipe it, baby. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, you weren't pot shaming me, were you?
We just had a fun interview when I was doing this books.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I was stoned. I know that.
And it's so funny to say you were stoned because now and he was wrong because
Yeah, it's not like a here, please try this, because it's not for everybody, you know. But most of the people now, especially younger people, they know, they already know. You know, they're not taught the same bullshit that we were at school. I mean, but still, a lot of laws haven't changed. I mean, it's still Schedule 1. Since 1970, Nixon put it Schedule 1 controlled substance with heroin and acid. Schedule 2, meaning safer for you and environment. That's cocaine and meth. So the federal government still has marijuana categorized in the wrong place. That has to change. And I'm sure that it will. There's been lawsuits going on for years to get him to do that, but they're going to learn how to control it, because it's really, people say, why don't we find out how much money we'll make from taxing it? Not the same people. People that, the 1%ers that run the world, they will lose money on marijuana being legal, so that's why prohibition. Alcohol, tobacco, fuel, pharmaceuticals.
It's the biggest game changer in modern media.
Yeah, it could replace 80% of everything. Everything.
To Jack Harris saying,
Yeah. Yeah. That is another Jack Harris quote. He used to tell me he can replace 80% of everything, not just the wood, that's the studs in the wall, the paint, the lacquer, like everything, the brush. Yeah. Right.
Well, what that really does is it comes from just a lot of major you have all these different
Exactly. Love that.
so much of it is minority nuggets that we treat.
Yep.
Massive. This is just more sustainable. It's more sustainable. It's better. It's equal. And it makes more sense, but it doesn't on a financial scale. But on a political scale, and an emotional scale, it's person type shit.
Yeah. In the big picture, the big picture changed everything over, and they will. But at first, you know, like when Harry Anslinger wanted to tell everybody that, you know, kids are getting violent and crazy off of this, you know, devil's lettuce. William Randolph Hearst, he's chopping down 20-year-old trees to make his newspapers. He's like the richest guy on the planet in 20 years. And now you say I have an annual crop you can chop down. I mean, if you manipulate the lights, you can do it in 90 days. But back then, chop it down a year later, you got a whole nother forest. That threatened his whole existence, his whole being. So he got behind it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it was, you know, a lot of it was for racial motivation at first. You know, like Hispanics and black people. You know, get rid of them, lock them up so that we can sell it.
Yeah, it's true. And
now,
that I want to say there's like a change in the guard and how it's was that shift. And I think there's a change in the guard to see this is the biggest money exchange and change in history. And it is because we're more conscious to environmental friendly CBDs, THCs, and I think right now it's dear to my heart and important until we bring it to the stuff.
okay, cool.
Just let my hair shine.
Okay.
amazing conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love it.
awesome. Get the word out.
When you get deep, I start going in. I'm like, oh, here we go, we're going in. I love it. You know, it's real though. It's like so many people have missed that. You know, and I think right now everybody's starting to realize that this is just a better avenue for us.
You know, Nixon in 70 did the exact same thing that LaGuardia did in 47. When he created the Controlled Substance Act, he said, let me study it.
We'll save that. Let's do that one right now. We're gonna come back right with that. That's
Okay.
fucking hot. You know what I mean? That's a fucking nugget. That's a nugget.
Camera rolling. Eyes rolling. 5:19. Take 3. 5, 4, 3.
Hey.
We have fun no matter what we do. Yep. We might. Yeah, we got some white rhino flower. We have some remedy, some spectrum. We often come out with a new flower. This is a CBD flower, so it doesn't have any THC in it. Nobody has to worry about failing a drug test, and it's an enjoyable smoke. Now, people that have a high tolerance to weed, they're not going to get stoned off of CBD flowers. So some of those people will think that it doesn't have any value, but it does. If not for them, for people that don't smoke THC, or just people that are looking to calm down, you know, or think, yeah, that's sleep, anything. Sometimes I break it up, and sometimes I mix it in with other weed, you know, just to make like a little salad. I said salad. You're the one that went there. I didn't say all that. It is.
I've been eating the cannabis leaf.
There are different forms of ingestion, obviously, and that's, you know, something that might be worth mentioning. Someone might say, why sometimes take the tincture, the sublingual drops, and put them under my tongue, and other times use the topical. And here's why: it's the delivery system. When it goes under your tongue, it goes right into your, what we talked about, your endocannabinoid system, and the receptors love the CBDs, you know, and it puts your system to work. With the topical, you rub it on, and it works in a local area. You put it on your elbow, your shoulder, and it's going to work in that area. It's loaded with menthol, so you feel that cold burn. You feel it soothing right away. You feel the blood circulating, and you know that it's working. And then it's got the high doses of CBD because we actually have the receptors on our skin as well and in the cells. So it's really incredible the different ways that you're able to attack the location that you want to. No argument there.
And how this understand your body. It's the reason why I like to say that we try to do better for doing it and how we do it.
Yeah, no, we.
Because we're not a good advocate.
Right.
So he's put his body through something that I just wasn't able to do. I thought about it at some time in my life, but I didn't do it.
The recommendation comes from an educated perspective. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. We really do become our own doctors. You know, sometimes we're on the road for 4 weeks, and old school mentality was we didn't even want anyone to know if we're hurt. You know what I mean? Because you gotta still wrestle the next day. Yeah. Society's changing, but yeah. Yeah. Sure. Absolutely.
The softer side that really
Yeah. It's not.
Everybody's an addict. It's just each larger level of addiction is in each individual circumstance.
I couldn't agree with you less. He missed that, but you got it.
Yeah, I know I did.
Okay.
Tell me why.
Well, because if you're addicted to something, that means that you can't stop even if you want to. I'm not like that about anything. Nothing. Do I have sex? Yeah. Sure. No. Because if I don't have it, I'm fine. Well, we're going down a strange road here, but I mean, look, sometimes wherever you want to draw the line, though, you're still not going to get me to agree with you. I mean, I'm on the road 5 weeks at a time sometimes, internationally. If you try to stop, if you really want to quit something, but you can't, then maybe you have an addiction problem. Otherwise, you just enjoy it. You're doing something you enjoy doing. Habits. But back where we were, though, we do become like our own doctors when we're on the road. And then, like, let's say, I can't tell you how many times I've limped, like, from the shower to get my clothes and didn't want anybody to notice. And I hate it when people are like, Rob, are you all right? Yeah, I'm all right. Like, I get defensive about that. And then once I get back to the hotel, if I gotta ice, if I gotta elevate, lay my shit up, rest, whatever, I try and do that on the down low, and so that I can be 100% up in appearance the next day. Well, since a lot of our sales are off of our website, it is national because we're able to put that in the mail, right? The THC, obviously, and even like with the Delta 8s, and I want to start doing Kratom. I'm a big fan of Kratom. It doesn't taste really great, but it's from a coffee plant, and it's dried up leaves you crumble up into powder. And so many of my friends have been able to stop taking narcotics and take this. And because, and myself, like I take it like almost every day. Sometimes I'm in a lot of pain, sometimes I'm not. That's a huge factor. I have good days, where I feel pretty good, and I have some days where I can feel something coming on that's gonna last like a while. Like my back's getting tighter every day. It's gonna peak out in a few days. It'll be bad, but no. Overall, I feel better and better, and I think it's taking care of myself, doing the CBDs, learning what works, what doesn't work, and weeding that out. And I feel better. I'm 51. I feel better at 51 than I did in my late 40s. My last impact run I did with Impact Wrestling, I was there for maybe like 2 years. I was in pain almost the entire time, whether it was a bruised rib, which lasts, for, oh my God, yeah, or both of my shoulders got torn, and it was like the entire time I was having to take something. I mean, so a lot of times I was like smoking a vape pen with CBD right up till match time, and otherwise I would, maybe take some narcotics. Then I'm like dozing out, before like my head's nodding and shit. And I'm like, whoa, that's not good. Like, get some more coffee. Got to learn, really how to take care of yourself and what works. So that's, definitely where the experience educates the recommendation.
Well, we like to hear that we have to hear that company spoke on my part. These guys just get things like that. It is listening to you and so they do. And you want to have the same exact experience from the industry. Right after we remember that. With the high five of wrestling powerhouse couple, Rob Van Dam and Case towards the new products, guys. Check out the CBD line, how old are you?
You go first, baby. You already told your story, I guess.
Yeah, we talked about, I had my 21st birthday in Jamaica. It was a wrestling tour, and that was the first time I tried it. I didn't want to try it. They made me hit it. A little while later, I was accidentally sitting in rotation. Not on purpose. They made me hit it again. Yeah. It wasn't that good of an experience. I was staring at the wall, paranoid they were going to make fun of me for staring at the wall. Yeah. But eventually, I started smoking it. Right. Eventually got better.
Yeah. For me, I was like 19 and I just tried it from a boyfriend and like a roommate, and then.
How come I'm just hearing about him now? Who's his boyfriend?
It was my boyfriend at the time. But it wasn't that fun because I just coughed a lot and then got so high, like I had to be carried to bed. So then it wasn't that fun. But then this was in Georgia, and Atlanta, Georgia, where I'm from. So then I liked it, and then I got to loving it even more when I got with Rob and appreciating it even more. But it's been a constant in my life for a while. I like doobies. I like when Rob rolls doobies, and then it's like our fun pastime to pass it back and forth. Yeah.
Same.
It is bonding. Yeah, I love that between us.
Same for the purpose of I enjoy the whole process, of holding it and smoking it down. And also, bowls get dirty and they taste bad too quick.
Yeah.
Whether it's a bong or a pipe or whatever, like unless you clean that every couple of bowlfuls, it's going to be resiny, and people don't notice that. They try and offer that shit up, like, here, you want my nasty black water filled fucking bong? Like, no, I can smell it from here, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
The craziest place? Right. But I think the craziest place, well, I mean, the craziest place to me is doing it somewhere where, like, there's police or security. True. What about you, baby?
Yeah, I mean, what comes to my mind is similar. I was thinking the smoking room at the airport. Like
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
used to light up a joint, and Fonzie would be like, Van Damme, I'm just smoking this cigarette. I go, Fonzie, I don't want to smell that, man. That's gross. I'm doing that so they don't smell that, Daddy. I'm just trying to cover it up. I'm like, if I wanted a cigarette smell, I would have lit one of those on. You're killing it for me.
Yeah. My craziest was in India, even though the weed is kind of like a hash weed, but it was cool because it came like in a literal plastic bag of weed, and we were driving in a van, and then the guy threw it through the driver's window. So it was like a drug deal on the interstate of this big bag of weed. So that was cool. Yes, it was so smooth. Like 50 miles an hour at least. People drive crazy in India too, so there's no slowing down.
How do you get bang in a car going 50 miles an hour? It's just practice right now. Somebody run by us at 4 miles an hour.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the culture there.
Yes, it is. I love the culture.
What they do. That's their block, though. That's the block living for them. It's right. They're block.
Yeah, that reminds me of in Nagoya, Japan. These were different drugs that some of the other boys were into, but they ran out one night, and the guy, Armenian, driving them around in town, pulled up to this intersection, and there were those orange construction cones. Opened his door, lifted that up, it was hidden like right under there.
Oh!
Yeah.
Wow. I love cereal. I love granola cereal, peanut butter, and fruit, and then that's my go-to because I don't feel like too bad because I really love. Yeah.
On the rooftop. They're on the rooftop parking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
I have never felt children.
That's my favorite.
Yes.
Cool. I swear to God, not exactly that. Exactly. And I just get my new one to get the helpers. Simple at night.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Even because it's really got sweet because my body's craving.
Yeah. Yeah. And the peanut butter adds the protein. Cool.
Boring answer. I really don't munch in between meals. I mean, for me, it's just about intake. I eat, and then next time I'm hungry, I take a couple scoops of protein, and I alternate like that throughout the whole day. So I really don't get high and then get the munchies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, baby, flex for him, flex. Flex for the camera. No, the big flex. Yes. Snoop Dogg, because he's Snoop Dogg. Yes. I don't know. It's tomorrow, you said? Okay, maybe. Hey.
I think I'd bring Jack back and smoke with Jack Hare. See what else he's got to say. 'Cause he was way ahead of his time with the knowledge, and I'd like to see what he thinks about us separating all the cannabinoids now, because his wife told me that she doesn't think he would like that because God intended for it to all be together. Interesting. Yeah. Well, if you put it that way, yeah. Right. Right. It's all where you draw lines. Like people say, no, I only take shit that's like from the earth. Guess what? everything is from the earth, right?
Yeah.
Bring Jack back and ask him. Yeah. Even though people are brutalizing his name across the country, because it's an actual weed and people don't know it's a real person, and then so they'll say, oh, this have you tried some of this Jack Herrera? Jack Herrera. He said it's like carrot, easy. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I am the queen of twerk. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I've been wrestling 7 years. I used to be a Rosebud for WWE. Then I joined wrestling school from there. And then met Rob, who moved out West Coast, and then signed to WoW for wrestling. And on that TV show, I wrestle as Chloe Hertz, the all-natural, and also Impact Wrestling. And sometimes I manage Rob as well, his on-screen manager. Yeah. Young Katie was into cheerleading, so dancing and cheerleading, so that is cool because it kind of helps with wrestling. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Yeah. 7 years. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I used to be crazy with my wrestling and try to be like Rob and do high flying crazy shit. Like I thought that was me. And then after getting like hurt and back injuries, I'm like, nah, I want to be the twerk queen. And I still kick ass, but also I'm a lot of character, and I knock people with my ass and twerk. So I like to party too, because my real personality is I'm a party girl. So I just like to bring that in the ring to bring more fun to it. Exactly. Shake what you're out the game, yeah. Thank you. Sure, everybody, go follow me. I'm Katie Forbes, and I did have 1 million followers on Instagram, but they just took my page, so go follow the backup. It's the Katie Forbes and the number 4 real. The Katie Forbes 4 real. And on Twitter, it is the Katie Forbes.
Sweet. Man, I think we covered quite a bit. I can be found at The Real RVD on YouTube and Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. The Real RVD. Always got stuff coming up to talk about, so just check back in with me there. Thanks for helping us spread the word. I know that people that listen to this know a lot about weed, but they probably still don't know all the things that we talked about. Awesome. Yeah. Oh my God, yes. Okay. Yeah, wow. Good guy. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Right. Yeah. You know, just it might be. I know we're trying to close down here, but you asked if there's something we missed. I started talking during the break, and you said save it.
Oh, yes, bring that back.
So, you know, I mentioned earlier how in '47 Mayor LaGuardia did his own test on cannabis. It's the exact same thing Richard Nixon did in 1970 when he started the war on drugs. He said, "Let me do this test, and we'll see if all these claims are true." Temporarily, they put it as a Schedule 1, the most dangerous, the most harmful. Temporarily. When the report came back, he didn't like it because it refuted all of the claims from the FBN, which was soon to be the DEA at that point. And then, so he buried the report, just like with LaGuardia's, he buried the report. And then, and that's why now in 2022, marijuana is still a Schedule 1 controlled substance. And like I said earlier, cocaine and meth are Schedule 2, which is better for you and society. So that's where it has to, right. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I always felt like if people really knew this, they wouldn't stand for it. Right. The guy's name was, oh, Michael Ditkiss was the guy that was the producer for that commercial, This Is Your Brain on Drugs. He had this big house in Hollywood, being a commercial producer that Madonna eventually owned. It was like right by Lake Hollywood, in a part that people wouldn't know. And I used to always think that, like, wow, we made so much money off of that propaganda. But that was the intention. That was the intention, though. Mislead the people, purposely put out false information. There's no question about it. That's exactly what the government's agenda was. And so now, you know, people that still stand for that, I think that they just think, oh, it's going to change. They can't keep it like that. And it will, but, you know, here we are in 2022.
And I feel like we're on the right path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been a lot less they've loosened up.
Yeah, they're going in the right direction, but there still are hundreds of thousands of people who get locked up, get their dogs shot, all of their stuff sold, and get their lives wasted for making them a criminal when they're really not.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
joining the show.
And I have something I want to add too. Everybody, this is for the grown and sexy, 18 and up. Go follow me on OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/Katie Forbes. Find out why I'm the twerk queen. Yes. Cool. Thank you. Yes. Y'all go see for yourself.
Yes, sir. We're very happy.
No one else loves you.
We do.
Yes.
Hey, let's get 2 drops too, okay? Just so you guys can say that to check
Cool. Do we count to 3 and say it at the same time?
No.
Okay.
Let me do one and then we'll do
Okay.
Right. This is the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam. You're listening to Cannabis Talk 101.
Which camera's you?
Oh, okay. Man. This is the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam. You're seeing me right now on Cannabis Talk 101.
Nice, perfect.
My turn. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, the one, the only, the twerk queen, Katie Forbes, and you're listening to Cannabis Talk 101. What's up, everybody? This is the twerk queen, Katie Forbes, and you're listening to Cannabis Talk 101.
Damn, perfect.
We'll do a tag team on it.
Okay.
A tag team, yes.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. You ready?
Okay. This is the whole effing show and everyone's favorite wrestler, including mine, Rob Van Dam.
And I am the twerk queen, Katie Forbes, aka Mrs. Van Dam.
And you got us right now on Cannabis Talk 101.
101. Yeah!
One more for clarity.
That same thing, that want that, right? And then listen to our show on Cannabis Talk 101. We talk about all kinds of stuff. Just do that same little intro and make sure this is our
Okay,
show.
cool.
You know what I'm saying? Same intro. That shit was so fire.
Cool, thank you.
That shit was so dope. and then promote why they need to listen to the podcast because this is going to air the day it airs. Right? We're going to put this on all our social media. You guys will put it on your social media. That'd be real later.
Yeah. Send it. Send it to us.
Yeah.
So that's the reason for it. Let's get the best message. You guys ready?
Yeah.
This is everyone's favorite wrestler and mine, Rob Van Dam.
And I am the twerk queen, aka Mrs. Van Dam, Katie Forbes.
That's right, the coolest power couple you'll ever know. And you get to hear us today on Cannabis Talk 101.
Oh, dope!
That was fun, baby.
All right.
Good job.
I'm going to take a picture with the two of you.
Let's take a picture.
Okay.
Let's see it over there. Five, what time is it? Five? Yeah, we got one more. You guys slide down and I'll stand. Twerk queen. How funny to have that fucking old picture of us like that.
Yeah.
Slide over there, you get the middle.
You can stand on that, you want the real tall.
Right.
You can jump in. Right here, there's Cash. You got it. Get in the middle with it. Jump in the middle. Hold on. Take a good picture with it.
You know when this will
I can tell you right now. Hold on a second. I'll let them. 3, 2, 1. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. Brother, right on. Thank you.
Thank you, that was fun. Thank you.
So much. May 25th.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we did have email and all that stuff on that. We have all your information, all of your hashtags.
Yeah, we thought out. That was fun. Thank you.
My partners love it when I throw this stuff.
Yeah, we'll give it to you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys have a great time out here. Thanks, man. It's a good time.
Hey, yeah, you wanna try some of that for your food?
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Fuck, I think it's please. What should I have? This one?
Yeah, that one.
So look at, hold on, let me show you. You guys look at all. Instead of fucking pulling it out, I mean this. Katie, look at this one. Look at this one. This is what I've been going through right now.
Oh my God.
Dude, when I tell you this is what they did, they fucking shaved my heel bone off, slid it over, put those 2 fucking screws in there, on top of 3 holes in my Achilles, so my fucking Achilles, every time I walk, 3 holes back here. Boom, 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 boom. On the back right there. And so now it's still healing, but like till this day, it's still open like right here. Not that much. This was about a week ago. Right now, it's still open right here, only this spot. Right there, it's still open. Like that. You know what I'm saying? But all that's kind of healing up.
Yeah.
But my point is like you still have that weak fucking soft every day. But I'm not having to wear bandages. I just got my boot off a week and a half ago. So, you know.
Weight on it now?
Oh, yeah, I'm just using my cane. I mean, I can look fine right now, but I mean, I'm still off balance, and I'm, you know, and then I step, like I get close to somebody, I'm all fucking looking like I'm, what are you doing? I'm so sorry, I said surgery. You know what I mean? Like I lose balance like that. I'm just not functional base.
Right, no, you already passed the point, but I don't know if you've ever, like when you start crunching or something like I walk, it's basically, you know how
Oh, I had that. Yeah, oh yeah, I have it.
This one has it.
The rod, yeah, it's like a foot, right? Just boom.
It changed my life. It does still work out, everything. You know, from the front look, everyone happy. besides
Totally,
that?
my buddies. I went somewhere. They walked up. Dude, I had 3 times it happened to me too, and I was finally able to go. But I was, I don't go work out hard anymore. There's this thing called fucking hot works at this gym. It's like 125 degrees in this room.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck hot works.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I just try to fucking and help me lose weight. 'Cause I was at one point 350.
I work out in my sauna.
It's the best way. That's the red. It's fucking great.
Oh, yeah,
This is rub. Just rub this on it. This is a good one, huh?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That was
You asshole! That looked great. Can you imagine if I got back to my room again? Hey guys, look around, you motherfuckers! That was the best ever.
same strength but a bigger size.
Oh.
Or those are still having.
Hold on, did you open it up yet?
Maybe this one has the
Oh, what?
No, that's
But it also
that's
happens once or twice.
what is this? Oh, those are not live product, huh?
Boom, that's how it goes in and out. That's it.
Cannabis Talk 101.
We should be I think the best thing works, in my opinion. What's Brianna? Although, I might have one. Actually,
I'm not gonna change about it.
I got like organic ones.
That one also you have to push out. Distributors out now. There's something right now.
No, I just want to get some product shots for them. No, they have products. They have products. I'll pass them out after I get the shots.
Make sure I get some.
Yeah, of course. Gotcha. I just want to get some products first so I can show them some love. Then,
Pretty cool with made in West Hollywood. I very cool to get a license. I like that one too. That's one to share with my like these. Trying to think of what my other favorite thing. Now we're doing all this. This one is the road one. The road one needs to get good. Oh, you guys right. Do it. Oh yeah. How'd you video for it? Vanessa. Both of us.
you don't do it. I'll move this stuff. I'll just leave it.
You got to do a video for a daughter.
Ah, shit. I'll just right there. Yeah, go ahead and did you like to do that in the set? What's that? If you're recording on the set, real quick.
No, do whatever you
Okay.
need to do.
No, I just need to get some product shoots real quick, that's all.
Okay, do whatever you need to do. Let us know if you need something.
This is always safe for food.
Yes, absolutely. Fantastic. You have my contact. Thank you.
All right, see ya.
Wait, sus? This our guy right here? Pick.
Vanessa.
This is nice. Real.
Good luck with everything. Tell my boy Jesse.
Oh, one. No, no.
Rap Bam said hello. Believe in yourself. Follow your dreams. Make the most of your life. And good luck. Maybe someday I'll see you in the ring.
I got the chill. I want to fucking kick you in the mouth. That was so dope. That was so cool. Hold on, give me some who I know. Who I know. That's the best one I've ever had. Maybe I'll go if you want to go for a little bit. Are we done for the day? Yeah, right. That's totally we're done. We're done. We're done. Thank you, Rob. Hey, totally we're done. Okay, we're done. Keep the music playing. We're done.